What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about the average cost to repair a scratch on your vehicle by Houston Paint Guy. What's the average cost to repair a deep scratch on a vehicle, or in any case, a dent or a hit on a door, bumper, hood, fender, you name it? Hey, there has to be an average cost to repair this type of damage on my vehicle. Now, there's several factors that come into play that actually determine what the cost is going to be, the average cost. So, factors such as color, how many panels are damaged, the location of the damage on the panel, and other factors such as the city you live in and what shop you take it to. The problem is, how do you determine a fair price for your repair? Every body shop has a different hourly shop rate, tools, equipment, staff. There's a lot of overhead, and no two shops are the same. One shop might charge more than the other, or there could be a shop that has a little bit of work that they're struggling, they're up and coming, and they charge less. You never know. Now, the best way to find out what the fair price for your repair is to get 3 estimates to get your average cost. You got to do your homework. Go online, search local shops in your area with great reviews, and read them. See what everybody else is saying about them. Now, you want to make sure these are recent reviews. It's not reviews from like a year or 2 years ago. You want to have reviews that are recent, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, and see what people are saying about that shop that you're interested in getting an estimate from. Now, you write down the contact information for at least 4 or 5, and then I'm going to show y'all which methods you can go about to get your estimate. 5 ways to get an estimate. You can drive in, phone call them, email them, text them, or just file an insurance claim. The drive-in method. This means you're going to take your car to a local body shop, get an appraisal from an estimator at each shop. Now, this method does require time. You might have to take a day off from work just to drive to 3 different body shops to get estimates. Keep in mind, you might spend a minimum of 1 to 2 hours at each body shop just to get an estimate. Or your car might have to be disassembled while you wait. Point in case, let's just say you get a front end collision and your front bumper is pretty banged up. There's a big dent right in the middle. The insurance adjuster or the body shop estimator might say, hey, we have to remove this bumper to see if your radiator is dented or cracked or broken. There's no way of telling unless you take the car apart. So that might involve a little bit more time than just 1 or 2 hours. Phone call method. This is the least likely way to get an accurate estimate for the damage on your vehicle. What might be small to you might not be small to the estimator on the other end of the line. You might say it's 6 inches, but in reality it might be 8. There's no telling. So they might ask you to take the car in or send them pictures. Now, the phone call method, it's great. Let's just say you have an aftermarket mirror, yours got broken off and you know how to replace it, or just a cap on the back is broken, you need to swap it out. You buy a new mirror cap and you want to get that refinished. You can kind of get in the idea of what it would cost to just paint a mirror cap on your make and model. That can be done over a phone call, but majority of the time you might have to take your car in or send in pictures. Email method. This involves taking or sending pictures or video of the damage via email. It may require more than just one email to get an accurate estimate. Now, when is the email method not the best option to get an estimate? Well, the bottom right picture of this Challenger, it's pretty messed up. There's some structural damage in there. So that car would have to be taken in so that they can disassemble and take a better look at what parts need to get replaced. So that's a method that definitely would not work for email. Now, the top left, it's a dent on a bedside. Judging by the looks of it, an experienced estimator can look at that and tell you, okay, well, this is all involved in repairing that bedside. As well as for the top right, it's a little bit more easier to tell because it's not as damaged as the structural damage, such as the picture below. Text message method. A lot of body shops have a dedicated mobile line where you can text them pictures and get quotes for the repair on your car. Like this one says, I need a quote on repainting these 2 gashes on your bumper. It's not structural, it's just cosmetic. So it's pretty easy to get an estimate, giving them the year, make, and model and the paint code. Insurance claim method. Now, you file an insurance claim. It has its pros and cons. You might spend more time on the phone throughout the whole process, but you get a lot of help from your insurance agent and the body shops coordinating with you back and forth to make sure your car gets fixed. 5 things you want to say to the body shop to get their attention when you're shopping for an estimate. Do you offer written warranty on repairs? Most people think that just because a business has great reviews, that nothing can go wrong. Having a written warranty will help you give you peace of mind in case something was not done correctly during the repair process. This is like having an insurance policy on their craftsmanship for that body shop in case something does go wrong. For example, you get your bumper painted, 6 months later it starts peeling off. Well, bumpers peel off because the surface was not prepped right before it was refinished. That's something that the body shop would fix, having a warranty. So another important tip also is before you drive your car off the body shop after it's been repaired and everything's finished, it's back to factory, you want to inspect the entire car. The reason being is if they fix the driver's side but there's a dent on the passenger side that wasn't there, then you know that that was not your fault. They might be liable to fix that. Or let's just say the area that they repaired has scratches still or some imperfections that's not up to par to your expectations. You can point that out and leave the car there, because chances are if you drive off with it, come back the next day, they can say, well, how do we know this wasn't done on your watch versus if the car was in their possession? So be careful about that, guys, because that happens more than often. Do you have rental cars on site or loaner cars? Some body shops invest in having loaner cars. These are cars basically that they give to their clients. They, in most cases, for free. They can use them and drive them while their car is getting fixed at their body shop. They won't charge you, but they will charge your insurance company since it's like a rental car. Also, rental agencies are set up on site to help you get into a rental if your car is going to be in the shop for more than 2 or 3 days. Do you provide itemized estimates? This is a simple way of asking if they give you an estimate that lists each individual repair for your car on paper that you can later use to send to your insurance agent or keep records to compare pricing with from other local body shops. This piece of paper will also help you compare the estimates and see how different each estimate is and which shop offers the best value for your money. Now, what is an itemized estimate? Well, the list will tell you basically, let's say you have front end collision, your bumper's hit, the fender's hit, and the headlight's busted. One itemized repair process would be removal of broken headlight. That's 1. 2 would be removal of front bumper. That's 2. So, there can be 20, 30, 40, 50 different items just on one estimate to fix the damage on your vehicle, but it varies depending on the extent of the damage. How long will the repair take from start to finish? Now, this is a very important question, guys, because depending on how bad the damage is on your car and how much work the shop has ahead of you, it might affect how long you need a car rental. Some insurance companies will only cover 30 days or 20 days, and after that, you're going to be held liable to pay for that car rental. But if you have a car loaner that the body shop gives you, then they pay for those rental fees if they go past beyond those 30 days. So this is something to keep in mind, guys. You want to find out if they're going to be able to finish your car sooner than later. Do you use OEM or aftermarket parts when repairing vehicles? Asking this is like letting the body shop know that this is not your first rodeo. Asking this question will let them know that you have some knowledge about the collision repair process and you have high expectations of them to complete the repair to the highest standards available in the industry. You want to get your car fixed right. They're going to take you more seriously and answer any questions you might have because they want to earn your trust and earn your business. They're not going to give you the runaround. They're not going to pull your leg. They're not just going to invent anything because you're asking educated questions that lets them know, oh, they know about this kind of stuff. So they're less likely to not be honest with you. So asking these questions, it will help you get better results. And this is why. They know that you're serious about repairing your car versus somebody who's just window shopping. They're going to assume you have knowledge about the collision repair process and they're going to be honest with you. It's going to help you compare each body shop's answers and going to help you make a better decision. You will have peace of mind when choosing the best shop. Now, keep in mind, when you're comparing the answers that they give you, let's just say, for example, body shop 1 and 2, they say, hey, we have to remove your front bumper because it's a pretty hard hit. We want to take a look at the radiator to see if it's bent or cracked or anything. And then body shop number 3 says, no, we're not going to take the bumper off. We're just going to paint it. Well, come down the road. Let's say you get your bumper fixed and 6 months later, your radiator's leaking. You're going to wish that you had gone with body shop 1 or 2 because they were going to actually inspect that. But they charge more. So you want to take those things into consideration, what each shop is saying. So what do you do next? Once you know which method you're going to use, whether it's a phone call, email, text, insurance, once you find out which method you're going to use, get your 3 estimates from 3 different shops. Now, let's look at this picture. This is an Infiniti. It's front door, the rear door, quarter panel, rear bumper. Now, two panels had to get repaired, as well as the bumper, but the front door didn't have any damage. The reason it was scuffed was it was going to get blended, meaning the color was going to be blended into the front to get a perfect color match. So we're going to use this as an example for the following slides. Now, this is a picture after what it looks like when it's painted. Depending on the extent of the damage, it might be less work or more work. So one estimate might have 37 itemized repair, or it might have 40 or 50. It just depends. Now, once you have all 3 estimates, review each one, read it thoroughly. Let's look at Body Shop 1. There's a total of 37 itemized repair process. One could be removed from bumper. The second itemized repair could be removal of broken headlight. Body Shop 1 says the repair time is 5 days. Total is $1,947.26. The perks, it's close to your home. You can stop on by every day after work to check on the repair. Body Shop number 2 has a total of 45 itemized repair process, and they're telling you it's going to take 7 days for a total of $2,267.11. Now, they have an on-site rental agency where you can get a car rental. Body Shop number 3 has a total of 53 itemized repair processes, and it's going to take them 9 days to fix your car. Could be they just have more work. They have a few more cars ahead of you. So it just depends. But their total is $2,870.15. But the perks is you get a free loaner car. Now, it could be that it's a little bit more costly with them because you get a free loaner car. So they're adding that expense onto the estimate because the insurance company is going to pay for that car rental. Instead of paying the car rental agency, they're going to pay the body shop because they're supplying the car rental to you. So it just depends. Now, the average price to repair your vehicle. Looking at the prices before this slide, the lowest estimate was $1,947.26. The highest estimate was $2,870.15. You add all 3 estimates and divide by 3, you get your average estimate. Average estimate is $2,361.50. That is the medium range. It's going to help you decide. Cheaper is not always better, guys. You want to get your average. Now, things to consider when choosing the best body shop to repair your vehicle. Do they offer free loaners? How close are they to your home or job? Do they offer a warranty with repairs? Are they an established business? What are other people saying about them? Do they cover your car rental? Can they work with you on the deductible? Do they use OEM parts and materials? How long will the repair take? What's a fair price range for your repair? By comparing the 3 estimates, you have now the average cost to repair your vehicle. Keep in mind, there might be a little bit of room to negotiate the price down using a few tactics. Now, since you already know what the lowest and the highest price is, you can use that to your advantage when negotiating with the body shop that you want to choose to repair your vehicle. They're trying to sell you their services, but you want them to earn your trust and business by reaching an agreement where both sides win. Negotiating a price with the body shop. You can ask them if they'd be willing to work with you on the deductible. In most cases, it's $500 or $250 or $1,000, even so. Sometimes they might want to pay half. Sometimes they might pay the whole amount, depending on the total cost of the repair. But it never hurts to ask. It's at their discretion. But really, if you ask them, they might be willing to work with you. You just gotta ask. Now, having the estimates that you got from the other shops might come in handy during the negotiation process. It can help you close the deal because they already know you did your homework. And they might give you a better deal just because you're being transparent. Let them know exactly why you chose them. And give them compliments. You have great reviews. You have free loaner cars. You're close to my house. All these things weigh in because it could help you win them over. And the body shop would rather gain a lifelong customer rather than to see you go off to one of the competitors. They might lose a little bit of money right now on the front end, but they know very well that you may become a repeat customer next time you need a repair done on your vehicle. So, thanks again for watching, guys. This is a video from HPG on the average cost for a scratch repair on your vehicle. If you have any questions, you can feel free to give us a ring or reach out to us via email at estimate@houstonpaintguy.com. Thanks again.